The results-driven Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce invites you to connect your business with 1,000 other companies just like yours, including education and workforce development, healthcare, professional services, manufacturing, retail, nonprofit, trades and vocations, hospitality, among many others, and benefit with chamber programs and services such as government affairs, energy and economic development, small business assistance, networking opportunities, women in business programs, young people in business programs, and more. We invite your business to become a starring member of the Merrimack Valley Chamber today and see what a difference this chamber will make for you. Join your community's most trusted, effective, and relevant business network connection today.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Bevilacqua. I'm the President and CEO of the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to welcome you all to another edition of the Merrimack Valley Chamber Means Business program. I'm here with three special guests today, all from the Boy Scouts, and I'm going to have you all introduce yourselves and tell us all what you do. So I'll start with my left right here.
Hi, I'm Tara Salvi. I'm the committee chair for PAC 63.
Excellent.
John Pleva, the Director of Field Service and Chief Operating Officer for the Spirit Adventure Council.
Perfect.
I am Jen Erickson. I am the Membership Executive for the Spirit Adventure Council.
Well, thank you all for joining us. And everyone at home, I think, has an idea what the Boy Scouts are, but it's so much more. And I think you're all going to explain a little bit more about that today, which is great. So I appreciate you all joining me today. And John, I think we'll start with you to just give a brief summary of what you do.
Sure. So as the Chief Operating Officer for the Spirit Adventure Council, I oversee scouting operations in 76 towns and communities in the greater Boston area.
Wow.
We serve communities right up here on the border of New Hampshire all the way down to Boston, inside 495, and those are the towns that we serve. We have programs for kids as young as 5 and as old as 20. With Cub Scouts, which is the elementary school program, Scouts BSA, which is the middle school and high school program, Venturing and Exploring Scouts, which are career awareness type activities and high adventure activities for 14 to 20-year-olds.
Okay, perfect. And I know you work on recruiting some different scouts. How does that go?
I do, and this is our big recruiting season coming up in fall. As kids start going back to school and such, parents are looking for things for their kids to do. Scouting is one of those top things to do for kids.
Sure.
Gets them outside, gets them involved in the community. They can do projects. It's a lot of fun. They meet new friends. So my job is to connect the families and the youth with the different units that they could participate in. I'm happy to take emails at jennifer.erickson@scouting.org. You can also go to a website called beascout.org, put in your zip code, and it will find units around you that would fit your needs as far as the age of the child.
Perfect.
So it's very easy to join and a wonderful thing to do.
Yes, and I know you work on different events, and I know you just sold a bunch of popcorn as well. You want to tell us about that real quick?
Yeah, definitely. So PAC 63 is the only Cub Scout pack left in Haverhill. So we have about 50 scouts right now. We do everything that you think of a traditional Cub Scout doing, like the Pinewood Derby, or our biggest fundraiser last year was the popcorn sales. We sold $18,000 worth of popcorn, and so much of that money stays with our pack. So we were able to charter a coach bus to go up to Clark's Trading Post up in Lincoln, New Hampshire
cool.
as a day with the Scouts. And we have some big goals this year and some excellent salesmen to help out.
Excellent. Well, again, thank you all for being part of the show. And John, I know you want to talk a little bit more about what the Scouts are doing and different things like that, so I'll turn it over to you as well.
Sure. And one of the exciting things since 2019, all levels of the scouting movement are co-ed. So we have boys and girls participating in the younger program, the Cub Scouts, as well as the Scouts BSA program. And that's where the Scouts work towards Eagle Scout. And we've had about 65 young ladies earn the rank of Eagle Scout already in just
cool.
4 or 5 short years. So it's a great opportunity for the entire family. Our curriculum is not gender specific, so everybody can benefit from what we have to offer.
Perfect. And how if someone's looking to become a scout, what would be the reasons you should try to become a scout?
Oh gosh, it gets
I know
them
there's
outside.
a lot of reasons, but
Oh, absolutely, it gets them outside. They get to do a lot of fun things like hiking and camping. It's an awesome thing for the parents to be involved in as well. My son just went to college. I volunteered for years. And I am finding myself missing it greatly, the experiences that I got to experience with him by doing it with him. We're not just on the sidelines cheering him on in a game. We're in there doing the hikes, doing the camping, doing all of that together. So I highly recommend parents get involved as well.
Yeah.
But lots of opportunities, community service, things like that. They're great, and Tara can attest to that.
Yeah, when I was a child, I used to be a scout, and I met a lot of my good friends from the scouts, so it's a great opportunity for that. And as you mentioned, I know my parents became friends with the other parents as well, so it's a win for everybody, and it gets people involved, gets people away from the computer screens, which is a great thing as well. So it really is a great opportunity. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I think the friendships are really key, especially in Haverhill with the pack. Just being the one pack in the city, we have the ability for kids to meet each other across different schools they may not necessarily have met, and we've seen a lot of great relationships grow from that.
Excellent. And John, I know there's some big events coming up as well. I know it was one you wanted to highlight also.
Sure. In October 27th, which is a Monday, we're doing the Good Scout Awards Luncheon. We're honoring Maria Moeller Gonzalez from the community group in Lawrence, as well as U.S. Congresswoman Lori Trahan with the Good Scout Award. It's going to be at Lindsay's, and it's going to be lunchtime. Information for that is coming out soon, so keep an eye out. It'll be on the Chamber event page soon.
Yeah, we'll make sure to share it on the social media as well. Now, we're filming this in Haverhill. Obviously, that's going to be in Dracut. What areas are allowed to be part of the local scouts, and is there other scouts out there that people can join as well?
Sure, people can join wherever, and in that address that Jen highlighted, the beascout.org, that will, you punch in your zip code, and wherever you live, it's going to give you the opportunities to join. But folks can join all over the country. Our particular footprint, like I said, is pretty much Essex County, Middlesex County, in that catchment area. But they're scouting, just over the border in New Hampshire and to the west as well.
Excellent. When I was a kid, there used to be the Pinewood Derby, which I know you said everyone remembers the Pinewood Derby. What are the events that do the kids enjoy the most, you think, when they're scouting, and what other opportunities are there for people to get involved with?
Yeah, so I think the little kids really do enjoy the Pinewood Derby. We do ours in the winter time, making the cars with your family and getting them all decorated. I think the older scouts also appreciate, they do a Klondike Derby in the winter where the boys can go to different locations within a camp and different stations and that kind of thing. That's been really popular as well.
Excellent. When I was a kid as well, I feel like I learned a lot of great values when I was a scout, and values that they feel today are more important than ever. What values do you think a young child would learn, a boy or girl would learn as becoming a scout?
Sure, and there's all sorts of life skills that they begin to learn, from the Cub Scouts all the way through. Cub Scouts is definitely very much age-specific curriculum, so if you're in first grade, you're going to work on activities and skills that are more appropriate for someone at that age versus a fifth grader that's a little bit more developed. But in the Scouts BSA, the older kid program, you're working on different merit badges towards Eagle, such as communication skills and citizenship and first aid and cooking and personal management and personal fitness and all those different things that even if they don't make it to Eagle, they're getting little bits and pieces of. So that you're getting a little bit of taste of all those critical skills that make them a well-rounded, better person for their entire life.
Excellent. And what else should people know about the Scouts? I'm just kind of curious in your perspectives. If there's anything out there that you guys like to mention.
Yeah, we're doing some big recruiting pushes this fall. So we're having a night in Haverhill on Wednesday, September 10th, where anyone can come to the AMVETS. We're looking at grades kindergarten through age 20, and all the units in Haverhill will be there. So we have 3 Scouts BSA troops, our 1 pack, and the Explorer Post. So we'll all be there. You can take a look and see if there's different meeting. Every troop meets on a different night. So maybe there's one troop that matches your needs that another might not, and we'll all be there.
Yeah, I was going to ask that about the age limit. So children as young as kindergarten can join the Scouts.
Yeah, so Cub Scouts starts at kindergarten. We go through grade 5. Once you're 11, you can join a Boy Scout troop. You don't have to be a Cub Scout to have joined a Boy Scout troop. You can come right in fresh at 11, 12, 13. And then we have the Explorer Post starts at age 14, and that's more career exploration.
Excellent. And this is a really great opportunity because people all have a lot of questions. They can come see you. We don't have to call a phone. You go on the internet. You can see people face to face. You can ask about other people's experiences, but you can also ask what's best for me, what's best for my kids. So it really is a great opportunity, and that's all taking place on the 10th?
Yes.
It's only a few weeks away, which is great. So.
Do you want to talk about the post?
The post that Tara has mentioned, it is a career exploration post. It's going to be geared towards emergency preparedness. We're going to be working with all sorts of different places in the area as far as Lawrence General, fire departments, police departments, ambulances. They're going to be able to learn CPR, first aid. There's all sorts of really awesome information that the kids will get, and this is going to be geared towards those kids that are maybe looking at careers in police, fire, EMS, things like that. So if you have any youth interested in that, you definitely want to come and check out this post. It's going to be really big.
Excellent. Anything you want to add, John?
No, I think they've covered it all pretty well.
No, it really is
Very
a great
busy time.
Yeah, it really is a great opportunity. Great opportunity to get connected. Come out, meet the scouts, meet the different pack leaders as well. See what works best for you. And I went to that. It was a breakfast last year, with the lunch this year. It really is a phenomenal event. It's a packed event. Great atmosphere. You meet some great people as well. Just the connections you make in the crowd's a great opportunity as well. You want to talk a little bit more about the event itself?
Sure. So like I said, it's this year it's going to be a luncheon, and it's to raise funds to help support scouting in the local Merrimack Valley area, to make sure that we can give the resources for our scouts and young people to have really quality programs. It's a really fun event. Lots of great people that are very supportive to us and come out, and a great place to network and meet some folks.
We had some great award recipients as well this year, so you don't want to miss on that. We'll make sure to share the information once that's available as well. But thank you for hosting that each and every year, because it really is such a great program for people to come out and meet some new people also. And I know you mentioned Clark's training post as well. Do you do different events like that throughout the year, or?
We do. In the fall, we typically go to the American Heritage Museum down in Hudson, Mass. They do some battle reenactments, and the kids get to see the tanks, and they love that every year. We march in the Santa Parade and the Veterans Day Parade, as well as Memorial Day. So we try to get out into the community as much as we can, and try to gear all of our events towards different people's interests. So a couple of years ago, we went to the Red Sox game.
Cool, yeah.
We love to just show the kids some new experiences maybe that you can't get from not being a scout. So when we went to the Red Sox game, we could walk around the track before the game started, and we went to the UMass Lowell hockey game, and then afterwards the kids got to skate at the Songus Arena. So that was really cool too.
Yeah, there really are great opportunities. I remember when I was a scout back in the day, some of the experiences I remember from childhood are being a scout. And I used to go to I remember the Red Sox, I went to them, the camping outdoors, and there's so many great things you learn from being a scout. But like I said, get you connected with other kids, which I think is so important these days. And you learn some great values and life skills from being a scout as well, which is a great opportunity. But again, I just want to say thank you to all for being on the show. As we begin to close up the show, I want to ask you each, if someone's not involved with a scout yet, what would be the reason you would recommend to be a scout?
Gosh,
I know there's a lot, but
we have a great time over at the pack. We have grown tremendously over the past couple of years, and we're always looking for new scouts. The best case scenario is we get too big and we make a second pack. And that's really our goal, is just to introduce scouting to the more and more kids and get everyone involved.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to learn all those life skills and opportunities, but disguised with all sorts of fun packed around it. So they're getting all these experiences, and while they're doing that, they're learning stuff along the way without necessarily even realizing it.
Yes.
It's the things that open up for them as far as the adventures and getting them away from a computer and outside. My son did whitewater rafting. He did a canoe trip up in the wilderness up in the Allagash. He did a week of sailing down in the Keys. There's so many opportunities to get the kids outside and experience things that they wouldn't necessarily have experienced without being a part of a scout troop. So
yeah, that's a great point.
I
remember I went ice fishing a couple of times when I was a scout, and would I have gone ice fishing without it? No, but it's some great memory I have in my head, yes, for sure. And so many great experiences and opportunities as well. So I want to say thank you all for being here. One more time, just give the contact information for the people watching at home.
You can email me at jennifer.erickson@scouting.org. I can help you find a unit in your area, or go to beascout.org, put in your zip code, and the site will find units for you.
Excellent. We'll make sure to share all that information as well. But we look forward to the event on the 10th. We look forward to the big lunch as well. And I just want to say thank you all again for being part of this program today, and we appreciate that.
Yes, thank you for having us.
You're welcome. And I want to say thank you all at home for being part of another edition of the Merrimack Valley Chamber Means Business program. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.